President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill. And he himself has said that to the clergy, that as a Christian, as a member of the Assemblies of God Church, he will sign that bill.
A few moments later.
Regarding LGBTQ plus issues, it remains a highly emotive and sensitive issue, even in the most advanced liberal democracies. I explained during my recent engagement with the World Affairs Council that it's not the most important issue we face as a nation. We're still grappling with the provisions of basic needs of education, healthcare, jobs, food, clothing, and shelter.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Last one. Hey, Randy.
Sam George has lost credibility. Haven't you seen? All of a sudden, the more I have. You're matching in soon. I found you.
You don't know these streets like we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Street is Watching. This is our editorial. My name is DJ Slim. I have Zil Nana Kwaku Blaze up in the building. Bibi Adadi.
Bako.
Remember two crazy at the podcast to say, I'll see you. I'll send call Barber Frame.
I don't count.
LGBTQ plus.
Black stars over to me, Bobo.
And also so. I said, come my frame.
Keep me home.
No trouble, no so call for man. betway.com.gh or say bet influence or the about make sure say ultra better. Ultra bet no generative code na their mama for no musu do code nso atwa. Omudia. In fact, ayo musika unimhwe but it's kind of the try no. 4%.
Real quick, easy money.
What you say? Olusu a eyo no aneka, odi eyo no anisika. But sika odi try no. Wo na man code no. 4%. The sharp CC and generate more codes. Generate more codes na former now for a bet influencer exclusive to Betway. Ensure the eba ko pay aqua bloom in water. P dot. Eja ku osi P dot. P dot. No matter what Bruce is here, and how our life will transform in a more professional and digital way. And the LGBTQ plus I12. And then wow. Hey. When you said the last time I'm a Kaiser, me hear who research LGBTQ I plus. Na plus we all. Na plus we all. Plus minimum one. So more plasma TV knows.
Yes, there are people who even they can identify as a girl. No matter saying they all no that sorry and no gender or no person or choose no.
Are there chibia?
Or to Mrs.
Or no plus nana.
Oka plus now.
I think there's also one that says people who are allies. Onye bi. But omo ye no. Only omuni problem.
And also count.
I'm count.
And you say, "Omo yade na wo to baby."
Like
you don't have an issue.
Understand what? I don't know. You don't have an issue. Say, "Ombe ya na omonye omo okay. We are ally."
I don't know. Omo dem account. Say me dem meeting baby me person me. I don't have an issue.
I'm off our account.
But DJ, today maybe I bought a couple of videos. Then we'll come to the main topic for discussion.
Then I was
the first video is Sam George.
Hey.
Way back in
Sam George.
Yes. Yeah, called 2024. Sam George campaign time. And I say Mahama real quick. LGBTQ plus then the bill. About signing on real quick because in that same vein, Parliament has passed the discussion. No more having a Parliament, no more than a bill. So for the president to sign,
na signature,
na abe than a law.
NMP before Akufo-Addo Kasa on
it was part of their campaign. But let's watch this video.
Okay. Family values. A vote for Bawumia and Napo is a vote for homosexuality, is a vote for comprehensive sexuality education, and Ghanaians say no to Trumu Trumu, no to Trumu Trumu, no to Trumu Trumu. We need John Dramani Mahama to come and sign the bill into law. Ayazu, if you love the children of Ghana, if you love our family values, if you love your faith as a Christian, if you love your faith as a Muslim, if you love your faith even as a traditionalist, you know that we do not support homosexuality. Napo must account for the money he took from UNESCO to introduce comprehensive sexuality education. Bawumia should tell us why he has not taken a stand against Akufo-Addo on the LGBTQ matter. On Saturday, we will vote for against them and vote to make sure that we end corruption.
Welcome back. Baby, more another Sam George video. Yes. All say, if Mahama comes to power, obey the president of Ghana, no one sign here. No benya personal.
No master benya personal.
Yeah.
I mean, space here. Hey, Sammy.
No beko personal like
Sammy Tuga. When no boss benya personal problem.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's watch this video.
President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill. And he himself has said that to the clergy, that as a Christian, as a member of the Assemblies of God Church, he will sign that bill. What the president said to the BBC was in response to why President Akufo-Addo has not signed the bill. And he said to them, look, what President Akufo-Addo should have done, instead of rejecting service of the bill, was to have received the bill, stated what his displeasure is with the bill, which is what the Constitution says. The Constitution in Article 1067, President Mahama in his response to the BBC was referring to the Constitution of Ghana. Article 1067 says that when he gets to the president, he must within 14 days indicate whether he would sign or not sign. If he chooses not to sign, he then has to bring it back to Parliament and then states in the memo to Parliament the reasons why he's refusing to sign and add the recommendations to remedy those challenges he sees. Otherwise, within the 14 days, he can refer it within 30 days. He can refer it to the Council of State, who have 30 days to give him advice. That's what President Mahama was saying in that BBC interview. He was not saying that he now has to read the bill. President Mahama has read the bill. It's because he's read the bill that he told the clergy that when he becomes president, he will sign the bill, because President Mahama has no problem with anything in the bill. That explanation he was given was basically what the president should have done as a lawyer in line with our constitution, because the president's decision not to have service of the bill on him is unconstitutional and shows you how reckless and irresponsible Akufo-Addo is as a president.
Welcome back. Now, these two videos, but let's go to the president of the Republic of Ghana now. Back then, also Ekoshia members, the church leaders, members of the and Okase. The reason why the then president, which is Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, didn't sign the bill is because of foreign aid. Okay, let's watch this.
Recommendation to Sam George and his fellow parliamentarians in respect of the bill on good family values. It is now an issue of legislative and legal issues. Parliament has done its work. According to the majority leader, the bill has not landed on the president's table, but indications we are getting is that he says he won't sign it because somebody has filed a suit with the Supreme Court. So it's become entangled with some legalese. Reverend S. Edmonds had talked about it a few days ago, and what he said has gone viral. But we'll just continue to watch and see what happens. But this is what the reason for being self-reliant is. If you are not self-reliant, that's when people can dictate to you. If we were self-reliant, nobody will come and ask us to do this or to do that. And so one of the key economic policies we must pursue is one of self-reliance. And it's been done in this country before. For those of us who are old enough, we remember General Ike Achampon's time. Operation Feed Yourself, Operation Feed Your Industries. Self-reliance was the aim that this government was pursuing. so that we could be proud, dignified people because we're able to feed ourselves. And so that will be part of the key policy that we pursue, so that tomorrow somebody won't come and tell us to do this or that, because if you do that, I will do this. And so that's something that we should look at.
Welcome back. Now to another discussion. Mahama was making a speech, that is the President of the Republic of Ghana, in a discussion with CSOs, says that LGBTQ concerns remain sensitive, but not the nation's most pressing issue. Let's watch this video.
Regarding LGBTQ plus issues, it remains a highly emotive and sensitive issue, even in the most advanced liberal democracies. I explained during my recent engagement with the World Affairs Council that it's not the most important issue we face as a nation. We're still grappling with the provisions of basic needs of education, healthcare, jobs, food, clothing, and shelter. Nevertheless, the private members' bill introduced in Parliament has sparked a complex and sensitive national conversation. Our position is guided by our Constitution, respect for human rights and dignity of all persons, and the need to preserve social cohesion. While there are strong and differing views within our society, we believe that these issues must be addressed through democratic processes, our core values, dialogue, and the rule of law. I'm also mindful of reactions from our international partners, including the recent developments such as Lincoln University's withdrawal of their honorary doctorate. These developments underscore the importance of continued engagement and mutual respect, and of situating our national decisions within our constitutional and cultural context. Ghana will continue to uphold its democratic values while engaging constructively with the international community.
Welcome back. DJ. Easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
I think positioner Sam George eteki per ono ankasa ne understanding and ono ankasa ne agenda opeso pushing it has backfired.
Real quick.
Atwa bonanim na said ya atwa apasheshe no. The Benz and Emergency Unit Kolebu and I say Konfanochi Teaching Hospital, they should be on the lookout for patients who will be arriving anytime soon.
Damage control.
Passion. Or toy, you know. Quail, no, etoba on one so. This is a very, very awkward position to be in as a cabinet minister. As a cabinet minister and also as a member of parliament. Somebody who was seen heavily championing the LGBTQ bill, say yebe to the extent say only, you know, one love the Kubol on the sister Debbie Munina, they, you know,
yeah, oh, it's on so hard.
You realize that LGBTQ in sense, there was a school that invited Sister Debbie, Emma Sam George Bufui. You forgotten?
Yeah. It's coming back. Yeah.
BB Angels were East Legon where school be invited Sister Debbie.
Issue giddy.
On this school ninya issue share. Say adena, I mean I made my barber school. Adena also me bani be swing adi I meme because I brought the kid to you for, you know, academic studies. Where from all these things?
Yeah.
The issue of LGBTQ plus whatever it is. When you know ye one tias ye ya the bia binya odo ho be kwa koto asem. The president is now taking a diplomatic stand. Ono ankasa John Dramani Mahama ansema okokan na no yi neka. Nti ono so apashihye no. Oh yes, apashihye no. Into ono so me semwa the Benz and Emergency Unit of Kolebu any Konfanochi. Onu kwade so no onko sa you rich. Rage Hospital, and then
37.
UGMC. Please be on the lookout for a patient who should be arriving very soon. He goes by the name John Dramani Mahama, President of Ghana. He will be arriving very, very soon. And some of them are passionate. Quite not passionate. So no cases
Yes.
Foreign aid.
Foreign aid.
Listen
to me, sign.
Listen. At any given point, if your country is heavily dependent on foreign aid, you can't take some of these decisions. Yes, we need an strakotia. Time on no say Mahama can say a good for your president dano.
It's to me can answer.
No onim say a situation emre dane.
Kama.
And I done no. Hey. So now you own foreign anything to get you into the seat. Yes, now you are here. After yeah, they also obey. Also now there are much more important things. Also sensitive. So you acknowledge the sensitivity of the issue, but you don't acknowledge the urgency of the issue.
Yeah.
So now the question is, at what point does an issue become urgent for the country? Point being. When the basic or fundamental human rights of groups or certain groups are being trampled upon, it is an emergency situation.
Yeah.
Because I identify as XYZ, Entino.
I'm no more safe.
I am no more safe in my territory. It is an issue that is urgent.
Yeah.
Do we have that happening in the country?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Into then JDM person catch me. It is political. Someone can wear political. A person say, say any pressing issue, any asema say ankane na BBC.
Yeah.
But BBC because the existing laws of the country say they define it. Because or say and ninsem na kan nya brofo no o meka no brofo but beto anim e beba twa ma. Asema JDM kan say oh LGBT some sign ama ade na baye mra as see no say we cross dresser we be ma na sha oba tare a yetimi chutum yetimi
support yom
o support o ma yetimi chutum say o ye bia ye chutum e
yetimi senia ye no so a
Uye obi ni identify wo fie kura so ya ibitima abechiwatu sa na o se ehun hia se because near my problems for why o say solve no problem na yet wase the existing laws now o kan ho asem say wo ho ne yema anu momu anya adwuma o se ye wo mra wo ho dada yema ne nya adwuma sa mra na wo ho na me bechiro mu o se unnatural canal knowledge and no any etimi prosecute the etibet match say unnatural canal knowledge enti oba e wo say oba e de ne sebe ne twe eba na be ma de ne sebe ne koteba ne ehim eno na ye natural yes
enti enye BJB
hwe unnatural ya de ye say kotie di twe wo kodi nanum wo fa
e boy some before
hwe unnatural enti ye say no say boys are mo park car si nkwanche ama gas no mamu train muji train police ni chiwa unnatural knowledge knowledge obetimi dey account charge
real quick
unnatural
TNG3 biem
eno ye wo ni oba o two bema unnatural because ne to na akofa
and they unnatural
good bema any oba nso so sa akofa ne to a unnatural the over criminalizing no and no near no. But you're interpreting no. And politicians, very crafty set of niggas. Very crafty niggas. Or my interpreting no as unnatural the beman, but it is broad.
Very broad.
It is broad. Say mo pe hand job, BJ hand job. Nini na your unnatural.
So far as it is not
the vagina. If you eat anything apart from the vagina,
unnatural.
That's as a diner. Me need a vagina. Need a vagina. If it is not the vagina, waiting. But that is not the case.
Yeah.
The advocacy was and still is, of which Parliament has debated on it and passed it.
Yes.
But for it to take effect,
to become a law.
A bill says here, But for it to be a law, it needs the signature
of the president.
Of which it can't be so. Because they see how the IMF so.
The foreign aid need also.
What the IMF so? Umojasa. No more umojano betumaka. How dare you? So say the truth and shame the devil. This Sanya may be saying, and then some of us will regret ever even supporting the NDC. And that is not to say, me, may you obia. I am bent on say a pass it, you maybe penocre.
Yeah.
I am not bent on say the law should be passed. You said that in opposition that you're going to pass it.
Yeah.
So what is happening right now?
You use that
all of a sudden. There are other things of interest for you to consider other than this.
No, but DJ Ebiana, from afar, he didn't, when who the intensity of the thing, when who say, Ebiana of say, oh, it's something that you bet him sign, not knowing the ins and outs of the thing itself, no.
So
it be on your seats, no.
Good. So now you come out and you be that honest person that ye come out as an honest man and say, listen, my people, the complex nature of sadie way. A try say, see a science kima, a man for more boy, be economy, yetimi, gina, stabilize, and omunina, your musica beko. Inti ye ni sadie, inti sadie way, yentimin can once MCCA. Mommy and she way and solve answer. But Oba catch MCCA said there are other pressing issues. If there were other pressing issues, when you met the clergy, why didn't you tell them about the other pressing issues? Why didn't you tell them about the dollar? Why didn't you tell them about stabilizing the economy? Now I am going to see a Jimmy on me. More for say
politics.
Exactly. You wanted to use a subject that will hit their emotion. And of course, Trumu is a subject of which you know it has a strong religious
yeah.
And you wanted to use that. And throw. Mahama who could didn't throw and I doubt say as at that time he knew say in the case where a friend saying power changes hands and it becomes on so no to me sign it. The ever yana say Sam George no you soon no champion is hard way
or champion you
one resa campaign no.
Yeah.
No be our message ukra. E say don't ketua ne de obeka. Sam George ne de oka. Obia no akwana Sam George. Let me look straight into the camera and tell you. The person who was at that meeting and our catcher say okwa wo de no ye LGBT akwan how fucking. How? They've thrown you under the bus. The party has thrown Sam George under the bus. So I hope you know that.
Yeah, people are even calling for his head. People are calling say,
oh no,
because of the receipts here, I war online. No, he's not credible enough.
Sam George has lost credibility. Haven't you seen? All of a sudden, no.
The more I have,
you're on my training soon. I found true. Sam George is soon. I found true. You know, my move from a good. It's all down.
If I'm a pocket to get.
And never go. On my track when she.
Ah, Charlie.
And so a bay. Why new research, Kakra? To me, Ben Hour. To me, Ben Hour to say no to foreign investors and foreign aid. To me, Ben Hour. You can't. And listen, and Unim, I was watching a video, right? And some of these things started popping up.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked myself, say, is this thing such a big deal in here, man, for? Almost say empathy.
Yeah.
Empathetically, I would want to place myself in the shoes of Obia Oye gay and now be or lesbian and try to see the world through their eyes.
Their eyes, yeah.
And you realize that because I've been to countries where they have a whole month to celebrate. In the month of June is Pride Month in America.
Yeah.
Wafa, me say, me na me nim, and you know I travel mostly in June.
Yeah.
To the extent that they have Pride Parade.
You see them online?
Exactly. But do they harm the economy in any way?
The economy? I don't think so.
Exactly.
But
their presence, does their presence in any country, does it cause chaos?
No, they are humans.
Exactly. So in a country, I pride and say Ghana, a religious country. We have the Christianity, the Muslim or the Islamic religion, and the traditional religion. What are they also saying? Because all these individuals are in either of these religious sects. They did not come out from baby. Kila na all boys in it to Sa senior man or boys in it to warm too hard. O free onye Christonia or be cremoni or ye traditionalist. Oh bakum.
Yeah.
So what is the core doing about it? Oh, I hope you get my argument.
Yeah, I get it.
I hope you get where my argument lies.
Yeah.
Me say, Nipano. Oh yes, I don't. As wakache me say, Boni adosun Ghana. Boni adosun Ghana no. Why mu na edi boni?
That's nipa na edi boni.
Nipa na edi boni. I don't move free baby the buy. Nipa na nti sa nipa no. Mo say ye nyame so man a. The religious groups e wo ha no. Nipa no wo ba kun. What are they also doing about it?
And we're joining my government. Because that is what the government campaigned with that message.
No, but now, the moment you touch that bill, there are several complexities. I can be here to say and say me American. We bet me try baby. No, I can't boom. No piece here slim. We gay. Now we started creating one. Cross street is watching crowd baby and share any say me man kwa. Oh, and one pieces are the anywhere. Meteha okoye case or meet my babe cheme with that deal, with that law.
Why she are not?
Nowadays Obaka also rape now.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
It is the same. So there are several things around it. Maybe the baby I'm maybe legal head. But baby I'm telling kakra meti asiye.
It's complicated.
A very, very complicated situation. However, it does not negate the fact say o share your boss obey into offer.
Yeah, the no uncle.
Now one that time they na pressing, so what changed? What changed? The Russia-Ukraine war is still going on. It was going on back then. It is still going on now. What changed? Then you now buy a pressing. BBM my earthquake in see she BBN
things are even getting better.
Was they say cry the name across I dollar na stabilize. Oh boy. And throw na udi can throw boy. Oh boy. BBN's sign there's no pressing BBN sign there no. O kasa obeye no. So wontimi nya betray mu die ntia don't use
and render an apology now for
simple don't come and use the other agent other day na nya na tia wa na wo you say satawale ni yin hage no agent baby it was about to say satawale is no boy hage the agent LGBTQ o bua press o bua mama o bua Come into the comment section. Let us know what you think. But most importantly, keep it real because the street is always watching.
President Mahama has been clear that he will sign that bill, and he has no option than to sign that bill. President Mahama will know no peace from Sam George until he signs that bill. And he himself has said that to the clergy, that as a Christian, as a member of the Assemblies of God Church, he will sign that bill.
A few moments later.
Regarding LGBTQ plus issues, It remains a highly emotive and sensitive issue, even in the most advanced liberal democracies. I explained during my recent engagement with the World Affairs Council that it's not the most important issue we face as a nation. We're still grappling with the provisions of basic needs of education, healthcare, jobs, food, clothing, and shelter.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Last one. Hey, Randy. Okay.
We said yes, you can't swag me and wag me. Where I buy that for you, alone to you. You can't buy the foolish man.
You don't know these streets like we do.
We show.